this is Naris Mills once again, and today I will be showing you how to pack for your practical state board exam in Texas. There's many different ways, so my way doesn't, if your instructor in beauty school taught you a different way, it's okay. We all have different methods, so I will be showing you my way and the way I have my students doing their bags for state board. First of all, this bag right here is the one that I have every year I purchase. It's only $20. The size of it is 12 inches height and by 22 width and 11 inches dimension. So it's not that big. But it fits everything except the mannequin, which you don't have to have the mannequin inside the bag. So here's the mannequin. You can use pretty much any mannequin, it doesn't matter. Blow dryer, which we'll talk more about the blow dryer in a minute. One thing I do want to emphasize, if your school only taught you how to use the tripod, the stand tripod, make sure you get familiar to using the regular stand, mannequin stand, because that's the one you're going to be using for state board. So the first bag that you are going to be using, and when I set up the bags, when I tell the students to set up the bags, I have them set them up in the order they're going to work on, so that way they don't get confused of what is next, or you're nervous already, so you don't want to get confused. So anyway, the first bag that you are going to have is this general bag. As you can see, I have a label general bag, PreSanitized Implement. You don't necessarily have to have a label like that. You can just mark it on the bag, but I prefer to place a label over it. And make sure you have it labeled PreSanitized Implements. So I'm going to tell you what I have on the PreSanitized Implements. I have the mannequin stand, and this is the stand that you have to get familiar with. Not the tripod, because you can't use the tripod. You're going to have the EPA barbicide bottle. You don't have to have actual barbicide in it. It can be water. You're just simulating the effect of disinfection, the disinfection process. Hand sanitizer. Let me get it out, everything out of here. Hand sanitizer and spray bottle, and make sure you have it labeled water. Okay. I also have this. I actually get them at Dollar Tree for $1. The blood exposure kit. You must have this out the whole time while you're performing the service. I also have trash bag, a big trash bag, because this is the trash bag you are going to be using throughout the whole service, and it's a big trash bag, and you do have to have it labeled as well. So I just pretty much have get a permanent marker and just mark trash over it. I do have, I also have a roll of napkins, or you can have a bunch of napkins, paper towels, whatever works for you, or you can even use wipes, to disinfect. So whatever works for you, or your instructor taught you, go for it. Okay. So this is it for this bag. I want to make sure I don't forget anything in it. Once you set up everything, just move on. They will let you know when is the next part that you need to work on. So anyways, I already completed the general bag, which is the pre-set up bag. Then you're going to go with, you're going to go with the monomer and polymer over tip bag PreSanitized Implement. So in this bag, I have my finger, okay, and I have a little stand. You don't really have to have this stand, it just came with it. So you can work without the stand, okay? But if you prefer to work with a stand, go for it. Cotton, you don't have to have a label. They already know what's labeled. Dap and dish. You can have a clear, you can have a plastic. You can have the glass one, which is clear, or the plastic one. Cuticle oil. I don't have any liquids in it right now because I didn't want to fill them up. Nail dehydrator. There's different type of nail dehydrator. You don't really have to use this actual one. Maybe if it will adhere better to your nail while you're performing the service. But this is the powder. I have two different powders in here, and the nail liquid. Odorless. You must have odorless. If you don't have odorless, they will not allow you to perform the section of the test. And you also need a non-acid primer. Non-acid primer. A little trash bag so you can tape it. Actually, one thing I did not mention on the general bag, which is the first bag that you use on the pre-setup, you want to have tape. That's one thing I did forget to place it in there. But you do want to have tape so you can tape your stuff. You want to have a couple of towels. Okay. Make sure your towels are clean. A buff. I have my nail tips in here. Nail brush to clean it. Here, the abrasive. Nail glue. Nail clippers to cut the nail tip. Tweezers. What are tweezers for? On this section, to remove the cotton. You don't want to cross-contaminate, so you remove the cotton with tweezers. You don't want to forget the nail brush, the applicator brush that you're going to be using for the nail acrylics powder and liquid, of course, and orange wood sticks. I have more than a couple. I have like 2 or 3 in here. So that way, just in case you drop one, I have another one. I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I always put a little bit extra on most of the things. And then I have this little container, which I have to organize it so it can fit better. The next bag that we are working with is the blood exposure incident bag. And sorry for all this noise outside. They're doing construction in our school outside. EPA, little EPA barbicide to disinfect. Cotton to stop the bleeding. You can use cotton, gauze, whatever works for you. 2 Band-Aid. You only need 1, but like I said, I like to have extra. Biohazard bags, 2 of them. So just make sure you have a label biohazard. And the disinfectant wipes, I actually just get alcohol wipes because they just want the simulation. You don't necessarily have to use the specific one like in real life. Then a pair of gloves. I actually have 2 pairs in here just in case I drop, you're nervous, drop gloves or whatever. So make sure you have all of that in here. My next bag is the eyelash strip. Okay? Eyelash strip application service bag, PreSanitized Implement. I have 1 towel. I have, if you only need one set. I actually have another set in here, but one is the short eyelashes, and one is the longer one. Short eyelashes, and one is long. One is to have it. You want to have it pre-done already before you go take the test. So have it already set up, and then you only need one. But even though I have two, just in case I drop one, I have another one. Okay, so you just want to be on the safe side. You do want to have gloves. I have a couple of sets. I have the headband. You can actually use headband or processing bag, whatever works for you or whatever your instructor taught you with. Tweezers, disposable mascara brushes, and eyelash adhesive. Okay, the next bag is for the facial service PreSanitized Implement, cotton, cleanser, massage cream, and you can get these little containers at Walmart, moisturizer, toner. See my label. My label's coming off. Makeup remover, processing bag, the headband, towels. You can use mascara brushes. You don't necessarily have to buy this one, but I always buy two of them. And of course, spatulas to remove the products. You want to have more than two. I have like 6 in here. And then I have two towels for the facial service. Okay, let me pick this up. This is the Waxing Soft Wax Service bag. In here I have two towels, the headband, but you can use a processing bag, not necessarily headband, cotton, muslin strips to remove the wax, the container for wax simulator, wax remover, cleanser, container, tweezers, spatulas to remove the wax and the products, and of course gloves, a couple of set of gloves. The next bag is the shaping bag, which is the haircut. You want to have neck strip, butterfly clips, at least 4 or 5, all-purpose comb, and of course a cape. And you want to have your shears and your razor. I usually wrap them up around a napkin so it'll make a hole in the bag. The next one is the permanent waving bag, which is also labeled PreSanitized Implement. In this bag, I have 3 towels, and the reason I have 3 towels is you have to chemical drape, of course. And one towel, I usually tell my students to place it on the perm, you know, when they doing the perms, when they're applying the perm solution, so you don't have any spill on the floor. Butterfly clips, the perm mock solution, cotton, gloves, 2 pair, and papers. Of course, the cape. And you only need 6 perm rods, but I placed 8 just in case you drop some. You better be safe than sorry. Okay, the next one is the blow drying thermal curling bag. And on this one, you have a bend brush or round brush, whatever works for you. It doesn't matter, bend brush or round brush. And papers, because you are going to test the curling iron with this. Okay, of course, I have 3 towels, and the 3 towels is 1, 2 for chemical draping. The other one is to wrap the curling iron at the end of the service so it don't burn or the plastic bag. I have in here a couple of rat tail combs and a couple all-purpose combs. All-purpose and rat tail. All-purpose and rat tail. And I think that's it for this one. And you don't have to place the curling iron in here because the curling iron will not fit. Will not fit. So, just FYI. And the last bag is the chemicals. I have 2 bags, which are chemical service bag. The chemical service bag, I have 3 containers. 2 of them are labeled Hydrox Relaxer Mock Solution, and 1 is labeled Liner Mock Solution. So I have 2 of the same thing. 2. I also have protective base cream container. Butterfly clips, I have 5 of them in here. I'm running out of space. And the last bag right here is the chemical service bag as well. And I have foils over here, as you can see. Put them in another bag so they won't wrinkle up. You want the highlighting comb. You don't want to have them in the bag. You want to have them out of the bag already. So less time for you. Here I have spatulas, wooden spatulas, and this is to remove the protective base cream. To remove the protective base cream, I have the 3 applicator brush, and you want to have them out of the bag. All-purpose comb to part the hair, of course. Cape. Gloves. And, of course, 3 towels. Okay? 3 towels. 2 for chemical draping and 1 just in case you have a spill or you drop one of your towels. I would like to have 1 extra for most of the things. So one thing I do want to emphasize. Okay, so don't forget the blow dryer. You want to have your blow dryer with you. Don't forget it. And your curling iron. I do want to emphasize whenever you are working with the curling iron service bag is that plug them in immediately when you start. That's part of the test, and plug them in and turn the curling iron on, because you want to make sure it's hot enough by the time you complete blow drying the section of the hair that you need to blow dry. And that's it. Have a good day.